Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where last episode we took a bunch of damage, but we also got a mauler, and we need to do some work. We've got some repair and logistics work to do here, as well as some refitting work, and we're going to need to deploy before this financial report is done, but let's go ahead and hop into the mech bay, and we're going to need to get ourselves some work done here. So let's hop into our storage first and foremost, and I want to... We could get a Banshee here, but I don't want to do that. What I want to get is that Mauler that we just salvaged. Let's ready that and see what situation that is in.
Ready to fight, Commander.
Okay, so that's the Mauler readied. And this is kind of going to be a replacement for our Atlas, which I'm actually going to stop work on, because we're going to want to fully refit this into a bit more of a brawly role. So this Mauler, what do we got? I mean, it should have been captured intact, but that's not the way the game works, unfortunately. So we lost both sniper artilleries. There is some sniper ammo over here. Okay, just doing this is going to cost 500,000 C-bills. We're running a light engine. Okay. I wouldn't mind slapping on some heavy ferro. Endo steel structure. Nets us a bunch of tonnage, but we're lacking in slots for this. We probably can't get away with the endo steel structure. Let's max that armor. And let's see what we can do in terms of our actual artillery on here. Now, do we have sniper artilleries? Got Arrow 4, but I'm not sure that we have sniper artilleries right now. We've got Gauss. We've got the 2 ballistic. We've got 2 laser in each arm and a missile hardpoint here. Okay. I might want to totally rethink this. I think we're going to come back to the Mauler. So the Atlas is wielding the sniper artillery. Okay. We've also got the Salamander here. The Atlas does have 2 missile hardpoints. Okay. I'm strongly considering changing the Salamander into... I mean, I'd love to have it be an MRM boat, like we were talking about. I'm not sure that we have the MRMs that we need for that. Let's see here. We may not be able to do some of this necessarily immediately. We do have dual MRM-30s and an MRM-40 that we could put into this. So, hypothetically, if we were to drop Arrow 4s, the large X-Pulse... there we go. Took the large X-Pulse a little bit to come out of there. Guided Arrow 4s. Drop the double AMS for now. We may put that back, but then drop the Arrow 4s and the double heat sinks for the time being. So, temporarily, we do something like this. Then, the idea would be the MRM-40 would go here, and the dual MRM-30s would go here. We'd need ammo for that. And we would put in, like... Just thinking here. The double MRM ammo isn't awful. We could put in a double MRM ammo here, and then an improved and an Apollo here. Now, this isn't great heat efficiency. That's for sure. We can put our clan double heat sinks back on. Like that. And then we have 2 laser hardpoints here. I would like for those to be like medium lasers. Just really bog standard. Not much heat. Not even ER. So something like this. And then we have 4 tons to work with still. The obvious choice is we put in an additional clan double heatsink. Right? Do we have something along the lines of a heat exchanger on hand? I don't know that we do. And this engine is an Engine Core 200. We may want to think about attempting to upgrade that. I mean, ideal would be like an Engine Core 250. That puts us overweight. We'd have to think about like an XL engine. This thing is not fast, right? And that's a bit of a concern for this. An XL engine would be very expensive. Not enough free slots? Really? 4 reserved slots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I guess we'll drop a... Oh, wait. Does it require slots in the CT? Not enough free slots. Okay, well, that's weird. I guess we'll just have to put these back on then. Because, yeah, we do have the free slots. And yeah, this is super duper expensive. That's not surprising. Then we just slap on the medium lasers like this. And that's 7 tons remaining. So that means that we can upgrade our engine. That would be where that tonnage would go. So the Engine Core 200 is 4.25 tons. So we can at least double that. Let's see here. This is 7.25 tons on the 230. Is this already modified? This may already be modified. Let's see what an Engine Core 300 would put us at. Just barely overweight. Fascinating, which means we can do an engine heatsink plus 2. That does put us at 2.65 tons overweight. But that means that we can drop these clan double heatsinks and have them not be exposed to as much danger. And then this arm doesn't have anything in it, so we could drop some armor from that down to, say, 100. And then just a tiny amount in the legs. I don't like dropping leg armor when we've got this much ammo, but something like this would do the trick. Now, this is an Artemis 4 FCS. We'd want to drop that. And what would we want to put in for the FCS? Let's get down to our FCSs. Ballistic crit, no thanks. Breaching, indirect. Probably just a missile accuracy FCS is what we'd go for. Like that. That actually gives us a ton, which means that we can put in another clan double heatsink over here or over here so that they're spread out a little bit. That's the way I'll do it. So it would be something along the lines of this. That's very expensive, and that will definitely put us negative. We'll have to get rid of parts in order to do this. That's okay. I think we'll go ahead and validate that. Artemis 4 ammo. What? Do we have Artemis 4 ammo? Does Apollo require Artemis 4? Oh, it does! I didn't realize that Apollo ammo was Artemis 4. Okay, so in that case, we would need to drop that down to just like regular MRM ammo. And we'd use our improved MRM ammo probably first, ultimately. Okay, so we'll validate that. Confirm. That's going to be very expensive. That will put us negative.
Logged and we're almost completely out of cash.
I'm aware. Okay. So that's done. Next, we're going to need to do the Atlas. Although I'm going to make a save here in case I accidentally mess up and cause the game to end. It shouldn't happen unless we tick forward and hit the financial report, I believe. But we'll see. And we'll go back into the mech bay here. If the game lets me. There we go. And let's work on the Atlas. Okay. And I think the Mauler we will hold off on. We'll get back to that. So, The unfortunate thing about the Atlas is that both of those missile pods are in this here. They're both in the same torso. That is very, very unfortunate. Okay. Max out this armor for now. We'll drop the lasers. Move the heat sinks over into this torso temporarily. Okay. So we've got something like this. So I would like to see this guy... A clan arrow 4 is 12 and 6. 15 and 7 plus 1. Clan arrow 4 is definitely the way to go if we're going to run arrow 4. We can do that, move a clan double heatsink here, and then a double heatsink in like each arm. And then in theory, we can put the sniper artillery back into this torso. Though we might need more slots for it. That's the sniper ammo. The sniper artillery itself is here. So it would go like that. And then we'd need some arrow 4 ammo. But all we have is these two, right? For this moment. So this guy would become like our all-encompassing... Our all-encompassing artillery platform, right? I would love to fit another arrow 4 in over here. But I really don't think that's an option. What we could do, though, is we could put this clan LRM-20 back over here and have our listen kill ammo here and have this just be designed to be a missile platform, or rather an artillery platform. Is this fundamentally better than what it was? In an indirect firing capacity, I believe it is. In a direct fire capacity, it absolutely is not. Now, we have too much heat sinking. There's no doubt about that. We can drop that down to around there, which would allow us to fit additional sniper ammo in this. This sniper artillery is 10 shots. 20 shots of sniper artillery should be more than sufficient. We're also going to need some arrow 4 ammo. So, I think 10 shots of sniper ammo is good. We will have standard arrow 4 ammo, and then we will have guided arrow 4 ammo. Requires Artemis 4. Right. Okay, so we'll just do something like that. That puts us a quarter ton overweight. We can drop a little bit of leg armor, and that's okay for this Atlas, I feel like. Reason being, if this thing's taking fire, we've probably got other problems. Okay, so that's fairly cheap. This Atlas becomes our artillery platform.
Right. I'll get it. Our nest
Yes.
egg is just about gone, Commander.
I'm aware. This Corsair is not great in terms of its loadout, but it's okay for now as a bit of a backup mech. What do we want this Mauler to be, though? I think we want this Mauler to be kind of a Battle Master type mech. We drop the sniper ammo, medium pulse laser. We max this out. And yeah, I kind of want this thing to be, honestly, almost more of a mech that's designed for the Black Knight's role. So, like, I would love dual AC-20 Midrons. Dual UAC-10s might not be awful either. Or we could have a UAC-20 and an AC-20 Midron, like this. That's most of our weight, right there. That's not shocking. And then we would want to have, like, pulse lasers here and here. This is going to cause some heat issues, but let's see what that looks like. So I'd like medium pulse lasers, if we've got them. Yeah, we have 4 of them. That's perfect. Medium pulse lasers like so. Okay. How many free engine heat sinks do we have? None. That makes sense, given our engine core that's in here. We have 5 tons to work with. And we're going to need ammo for our UAC-20. This is 5 shots. And then we can also get some safed AC-20 ammo over here. This is a double, and this is going to be 12 shots. That's plenty for the Midran. I'm concerned about the UAC-20 only having 5 shots, though. I think we drop the UAC-20, and maybe we go for an LBX AC-20. In fact, we could go for dual LBXs, if we have the ammo. And I kind of like this concept. So we look for... Yeah, we have... This isn't a huge amount of ammo. But we could do something like this. That gives us 10 shots, but each of these is going to consume 2. So that's a total of 5 turns of ammo, which is not a lot of ammo. We do have the pulse lasers as backup weapons. I would like to have more ammo in here than this. But this is where we are. Now, we already have double heat sinks here. I think that's solid. So we put in, say, a pair of double heat sinks in the arm. And that gets us really close to being heat efficient. We can now put in, like, say, a Streak SRM. Streak SRM-6 as a bit of a backup weapon as well. No. But we can put in an SRM-6 Holly. And that's what we'll do. And then as far as ammo goes for that, we probably want to have 2 types of ammo. I would like this to have multiple ammo types. We could put in just safed standard ammo, as well as we could put in tandem, or we could put in... That's pretty much it. So just tandem and safed. Now, of course, tandem deals damage directly to internals. And then safed over here, like that. And then we have 1.5 tons remaining to work with. We could put an AMS in here. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Where are the AMSs? Are they considered weapons? Yeah, they are. An AMS Mark II is only 1 ton, and that would work fine. And then we just need, like, half a ton of AMS ammo. Where is AMS in this? Here it is. All we have is the 1 ton. Okay. We'll just need to drop half a ton of armor, and if we spread that out, like so, it won't be too bad. I guess in the CT. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so we'll get that going. Yep. That's all going to have to happen. And that puts us at about 3 million C-bills in the hole. So we will, of course, need to do something about that.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Indeed. Now, unfortunately, Darius is going to continue popping that up every single time we make a transaction here. We're going to hop into the store first and see about selling a few components. So let's see what we've got here that we don't want. I mean, we can sell the Centurion and the Hunchback. Those will be fine.
We're almost completely
Indeed we are. That's going to continue to be a thing, Darius.
Is just about gone,
It's going to be a while. Okay. So, do we need 5 Arrow 4s? I feel like we can sell 3 of those. And so we shall. AP Gauss rifles are pretty good. We'll keep those around for now. What else do we maybe not want this many of? I'm going to sell 1 ER small laser.
Almost completely out of cash.
Indeed. That'll continue to be the case for a while, Darius. You don't have to tell me every time. I am well aware. We're going to sell a large laser as well.
The nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Not just about. The nest egg is gone. There's no doubt about that. If we have to dip into selling more of these, we can. I mean, we have more than enough assets to pay this off. I'm just trying to be somewhat minimal at this time. So we'll sell 2 machine guns.
Completely out of cash.
Not like that's, super valuable, but it's okay. And keep in mind, we have more repairs that we're going to need to do. We can sell, I think, all of these SRM4s. There's another 42k. I don't think we need 3 Thumper artilleries. I'll sell 1 of them.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Indeed we are. For now. But not for too much longer, in all honesty. I don't think we need 4 C3 units. I keep wanting to use these, and then I just keep not. I'm going to sell 3 of them. They're reasonably valuable. We don't need 3 cockpit basics. I'm going to sell 2 of those. A small cockpit? Yeah, that's worse than a basic cockpit. We're getting rid of that. Compact heatsinks is a heatsink that a heatsink type that I never really use because it's not very common and it's hard to replace. So we're going to get rid of all of those for another 300k.
Completely out of cash.
And we're going to get rid of the compact heatsink kits as well for another 500k.
Is just about gone, Commander.
Excellent. We don't need a second engine core 025.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
We don't need a second 060.
We're almost completely out of cash.
We don't need a second 120.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
And we don't need a second 200.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Excellent. This is actually going better than I expected, in all honesty. I don't think we need 3 XL engines. I'm going to sell 2 of those. That gets us almost back into profitability, or rather back into the black anyway. Let's see what's going on over here. I don't think we need 4 ferrofibruses. I'm going to sell 2 of those.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Do we need 35 heat sinks? I'm going to sell, I think, down to us having 10 in stock.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
As far as double heat sinks go, I'm only going to sell 2 of those, down to 15 in stock. Not selling any of those. Prototype heatsink kits, get out of here. We're almost certainly never going to use that. Heavy ferro, I'm going to sell 2 of those. These infected myomer bundles, I'm going to keep those around. We are now in the black, that's wonderful, but I want to keep pruning these out. Small jump jets, we're incredibly unlikely to use. Land air mech turbines, get out of here. Mask, I don't like mask. Prototype DHSs. Get out of here. Excellent. What else do we really not want any of? I mean, we don't need 2 standard heatsink coolings. I'm going to go down to 1 there. Excellent. And now we're in ammo, which I like to keep ammo around just in case. So that looks good to me. Let's hop into the mech bay now. And let's hop into our storage. And we're going to go through this looking exclusively at this point for vehicle parts. Again, we're going to have more repairs to do after we finish up what we've got queued here. So that'll take some time. And realistically, we should not prioritize working on anything that's going to take longer than this financial report. Okay, so we'll do something along the lines of that for right now, and let's just go through these, looking for specifically vehicle parts that we can get rid of. Do we see any immediately? I don't know if we even have any at this time. It looks like we don't. Okay. So if we need to get a little bit more desperate later on, we can do that, but I want to tick forward, get some of these done. Unfortunately, I think we should actually do this in reverse order from how I usually do it. So we're going to have the Black Knight first, like that, and then the 7-dayers, and then the 18 would go here. So in ascending rather than descending order, like that. Because I want to get some of these done. So let's tick forward a couple of days here. We kind of can't afford mech bay staff, though. That would be good. We're going to hire the best we can afford. Plus 4 tech point boost for 4 days. That'll get these repairs done a little bit more quickly. It doesn't help our financial situation, I can tell you that, but that's okay. We're going to hop into the mech bay here. And the Black Knight doesn't need additional work. Okay. Sounds good. So 3 days to our next mechs finishing up. The Leopard stores are finishing. We are not doing another upgrade right now, but that reduction is nice. So the Hector and the Madcap Mark II are now done. Let's hop into the mech bay and see if they require additional internal work. If they do, I want to queue that right away and get that going. They do not. Okay. Next up is going to be the Boar's Head in 8 days, and that is the last one that we get before our financial report. Okay, so we're going to have to deploy. Okay, restocking the kitchen. Sure. We're going to applaud Muffin Top's generosity and welcome the treat. Okay, that didn't go well, but that's fine. So we're going to tick forward for 3 more days. The work on the Boar's Head is complete, and I want to make sure that the Boar's Head, it should be all good to go. Do we have enough to deploy? We should. Yeah, we can deploy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mechs. They are not top tier, but that's okay. And of course, the Corsair hasn't been refitted yet, but we do need to deploy, and we need to deploy for financial reasons. So that is what we will do, but it is time to put a cut in here. As I said, this was mostly a logistics episode, and that is fine to have now and then. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and next episode, we are going to deploy and make ourselves the money that we need to pass this financial report. See you all then.